be showing you how to take the closed tray impression technique, which few of you have been asking me repeatedly, so I thought I'll make a video today. So the armamentarium that we require for closed tray technique, as you can see, is the closed tray coping. So I have placed two closed tray copings here. You can see one is a long one and one is a short one. As you can see in both these copings here, you can see there's a flat surface, and you will have orientation grooves. You can see two orientation grooves. The use of these I'll be discussing later. So how do we do this? I have a model now, so I'll be demonstrating this on a model. So once the patient comes, you remove the healing cap. This is how it is going to be in the oral cavity. So this is what we call the emergence profile. Once the healing cap is removed, what you have to do is take this closed tray transfer and fit it with the implant that is inside and screw it in position. After you do this, you have to make an X-ray to check whether it is fitting properly, and once you have made sure, you see this, the flat surface is placed buccal. So whenever possible, you place this flat surface on the buccal side, just to have a orientation with the lab people. Why this is called a closed tray is because we don't have to make any modifications in the tray. You can make an impression with your regular upper or lower arch tray. You don't have to make any modification, just like fixed partial denture impression, you can proceed. So you see this. So this is projecting the implant inside the oral cavity, just like how abutment will be when you are doing a FPD impression. Now you see the closed tray transfer which is attached to the model. Now all I have to do is take some putty. As a matter of fact, all implant impressions are made in a single step. You cannot make impressions with a two-step technique like how we do in the FPD. This is taken in a single step. So the putty is mixed, placed it in the tray, get the light body ready, use light body generously, surround it around the fixture, and once it is done, just like your single step impression, allow it to set. Okay, so now this is set. I am going to remove it. Okay, you can see the impression is picked. So once the impression is picked, the most important step, you still have the closed tray coping attached to the patient's mouth. You see this is not picked. So in the closed tray, the impression coping still stays at the patient's mouth, and this has to be removed. So once the impression is taken, the coping is removed. This is the most important step that we have to do in the closed tray. The closed tray coping is removed, and you have an analog which is kept ready on the side. So this is the implant analog. As you all know, this is the implant analog. So once the coping is removed from the patient mouth, it is fitted to the implant analog outside. You can see this, the most important step in the closed tray transfer. Closed tray impression coping is fit inside the analog like this. Now the analog and the closed tray coping is made as a single unit, which is then put inside the impression. So now I told you about the buccal flat surface. So remember, this buccal flat surface serves as the orientation for where exactly the coping has to go inside the impression. So this flat surface is facing buccal, and I am putting it back inside the impression. You see that? The lab will make a model of this impression. So again, the flat surface, it has to be buccal, and you have two orientation grooves. So this orientation groove is to make sure it stays properly inside the impression. You can see this is the first click and the second click. So you have two grooves. So once you know that, once you get the two click, it means it is properly seated inside the impression.